Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome again to Course in Miracles Workbook Lessons Live. I'm so grateful to be here with you, and we're rolling into the 100s of the workbook lessons, and it's been beautiful because these last lessons that I've done seem to all be emphasizing happiness. So last week in the Christian calendar of years and events, last week was Holy Week, culminating with Easter Sunday. And I think maybe because of the lessons that we're doing this week, we could call this Happy Week. Isn't that very appropriate that Jesus follows up Holy Week with Happy Week? It's kind of like, in case you missed my message of the resurrection, you're meant to be happy, and God's will for you is perfect happiness. But I think we can all say from the human experience that some of us have had the goal of happiness, although we kind of mixed it in with certain outcomes and pursuits in the world. We played a game here called I'll Be Happy When I have this looking type of family or partnership, or I'll be happy when I achieve my career goals, or when I accomplish something in the world, then I'll be happy. And what Jesus is teaching us is that we have cause for happiness right now. And it's coming from our devotion to God, because God is happiness. And God is only love, joy, peace, and happiness. So here we go. Workbook lesson 103. God, being love, is also happiness. Happiness is an attribute of love. It cannot be apart from it, nor can it be experienced where love is not. Love has no limits, being everywhere, and therefore joy is everywhere as well. And yet, can the mind deny that this is so, believing there are gaps in love where sin can enter, bringing pain instead of joy? This strange belief would limit happiness by redefining love as limited and introducing opposition in what has no limit and no opposite. Okay, so the belief in limited happiness is also the belief in limited love. And that is common with planet Earth. Limited love. As if there's not enough to go around, as if it's not strong enough, as if love isn't strong enough to be everywhere and everything and everyone. That's kind of what the belief in limits is by the ego. Fear is associated then with love, and its results become the heritage of minds that think what they have made is real. These images, with no reality and truth, bear witness to the fear of God, forgetting being love. He must be joy. This basic error we will try again to bring to truth today and teach ourselves. God, being love, is also happiness. To fear him is to be afraid of joy. How many of us have grown up, and has anyone else but me heard the phrase, the wrath of God? Has anybody heard that? The wrath of God? Ooh, whenever we have heard that phrase, the Holy Spirit and Jesus are inside of us saying, hold on, God, being love, is also happiness. To fear him is to be afraid of joy. Yes, to believe in the wrath of God is to be afraid of joy. God doesn't get angry. God is pure love. Let's not keep projecting ego, human emotions onto the Creator. We need to stop that now. That game is over. So anytime you hear, fear God, or let it be interpreted as hold God as an awesome God, hold God in awe of a magnificent creator of pure love. And anytime the words the wrath of God come up again, just remember God being love is also happiness. To fear him is to be afraid of joy. Let's just be honest and admit that wrath and anger are not love and joy. Can we admit that? Are we ready to admit that? That old theology about the wrath of God, it's long gone. It's been gone, and there's no need to try to bring it back. Begin your periods of practicing today with this association, which corrects the false belief that God is fear. It also emphasizes happiness belongs to you because of what he is. You feel that? God is love. I am a creation of God. I am the Christ. I follow from the extension of God's love, and Christ is love. Christ is agape, unconditional divine love. Allow this one correction to be placed within your mind each waking hour today. Wow, that's good. Each waking hour. Okay, we're just starting off here in Mexico. It's almost 8:30, and imagine every half an hour, just letting that idea waft over your awareness, whoosh, come in like beautiful, sparkly drops from heaven. God being love is also happiness. That is a happy day for sure. Every hour. Let's not miss an hour. Then welcome all the happiness it brings as truth replaces fear and joy becomes what you expect to take the place of pain. God being love, it will be given you. Bolster this expectation frequently throughout the day and quiet all your fears with this assurance, kind and wholly true. God, being love, is also happiness, and it is happiness I seek today. I cannot fail because I seek the truth. So for a moment, let's just, take that into our hearts. God being love is also happiness. Let this idea wash away all ideas, all theologies, all philosophies about God, all psychologies about God. We're not concerned with the belief in God or the non-belief in God, but we're concerned about the fact of God being love and happiness, and therefore God having nothing to do with fear, and that it is irrational to fear God. The Creator is pure love, so it is absolutely irrational. It's also not metaphysically correct to fear God. And beyond that, it doesn't feel good. Fear doesn't feel good, and anger doesn't feel good, and wrath does not feel good. So we're letting go of that. And also, let's just pause for a moment and realize that I cannot fail because I seek the truth. I am not seeking an outcome in the world. I'm not seeking to have more money in a bank account. I'm not seeking to have more physical or psychological pleasures. I'm not looking for more conveniences and more comforts for the body today. I'm open to the truth. Knock and the door shall be open, seek and ye shall find. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So let's realize that happiness and love and truth are the same thing. We don't have to try to define them in the world. We don't have to try to say, I'll be happy when the circumstances are right. We don't have to say, I'll be happy and loving when the situation is right. We don't have to say, I'm going to be happy as soon as the circumstances and events change that I'm perceiving. We don't need the world to change to feel the happiness that we are and that God is. So also today, what I thought I would do, sometimes I like to dip into the text when I have a few moments. And today, when I just prayed to Jesus, is there a section from this text that would go along with Happy Week? We've been in Happy Week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're just rolling along in Happy Week. And on Saturday, I'm going to show a very happy movie, A Jesus Revolution. It just keeps getting stronger and stronger. That's why it's Happy Week. But I'm going to read from chapter 18, and it's section 5. It's called The Happy Dream. And just to give us an extra boost, an extra bolster today, to really, really remember that happiness is what a miracle is, and that I'm entitled to happiness because I'm entitled to miracles. Let's just read the first 4 paragraphs from The Happy Dream. Because no matter how we perceive the world before, we know that if we follow the Holy Spirit, the happy dream is our gift. That's like, follow the Holy Spirit, follow the instructions, follow the guidance, follow those little inner prompts and nudges, and then voila, here we go. This is the gift of the Holy Spirit as thanks for following the Holy Spirit. Section 5 from chapter 18, The Happy Dream. Prepare you now for the undoing of what never was. If you already understood the difference between truth and illusion, the atonement would have no meaning. The holy instant, the holy relationship, the Holy Spirit's teaching, and all the means by which salvation is accomplished would have no purpose. He's saying, if you already understood the difference between truth and illusion, then all those things I just mentioned would have no purpose at all. So if I still can't tell the difference between truth and illusion, then I need to be very attentive. I need to open my heart up to the holy instant, the holy relationship, the Holy Spirit's teaching, and all the means by which salvation is accomplished. For these things are but all but aspects of the plan to change your dreams of fear to happy dreams, from which you awaken easily to knowledge, to heaven, to oneness, to God. Put yourself not in charge of this, for you cannot distinguish between advance and retreat. Some of your greatest advances you have judged as failures, and some of your deepest retreats you have evaluated as success. Okay. I was doing a session in the Mystical Christ Academy yesterday evening, and yeah, I was saying that it's better to just ask for help. If you don't know what to pray, you don't know what words to use, just use help. That's the best prayer from a mind that is deluded, that a mind that is confused and needs help. So that's a beautiful prayer. And he's just reinforcing actually why we should ask for help every day, because he's saying, but put yourself not in charge of this, for you cannot distinguish between advance and retreat. Some of your greatest advances you have judged as failures, and some of your deepest retreats you have evaluated as success. It's like we're in the mind asleep is like walking in the dark, grasping, groping, looking for something to provide some upliftment, some inspiration. But when you're asleep and dreaming and you're not aware that you're dreaming and you are reacting and responding to the images as if they're real, then that's the time where you have to just very calmly admit, I don't know the way. I have called upon you. I've asked for help. And that is the prayer of the heart that is answered. If we think we already know, then we're not really asking for help. We're just asking for, okay, Holy Spirit, support what I already believe from the past. And the Holy Spirit won't support what we believe from the past, because the Holy Spirit wants us to release the past, not be bound by the guilt and regret and grievances of the past. Paragraph 2, never approach the holy instant after you have tried to remove all fear and hatred from your mind. I have to read that one again because I know some are probably going, wait a minute, what did he just say? Never approach the holy instant after you have tried to remove all fear and hatred from your mind. That is its function. The removal of fear and hatred is the holy instant's function. It's not your function. Never attempt to overlook your guilt before you ask the Holy Spirit's help. That is his function. Your part is only to offer him a little willingness to let him remove all fear and hatred and to be forgiven. On your little faith, joined with his understanding, he will build your part in the atonement and make sure that you fulfill it easily. And with him, you will build a ladder planted in the solid rock of faith and rising even to heaven. Nor will you use it to ascend to heaven alone. Through your holy relationship, reborn and blessed in every holy instant you do not arrange, thousands will rise to heaven with you. Can you plan for this? Or could you prepare yourself for such a function? Yet it is possible because God wills it, nor will he change his mind about it. The means and the purpose both belong to him. The means and the purpose both belong to him. The means, the miracles, and the purpose, revelation and direct union with God, to know God, the means and the purpose are both belong to him, both belong to God. It's the Holy Spirit that's offering us the means and the purpose. It's like we don't get the means first, and then, oh, and by the way, here's your purpose. It's a package deal. The Holy Spirit has bundled, I know Laverne likes that word bundle. The Holy Spirit has bundled the means and the end. So talk about getting a download, a simultaneous download. You get the means and the end together. You don't just get the means and wonder, okay, how am I going to use these? You get the means and the end, and that's why it is accomplished easily. We talked about that earlier, easily. You have accepted one, the other will be provided. So if you accept the purpose that the Holy Spirit offers, the means will be provided automatically. You don't have to then go, it's not like building something in the world where okay, build a house and then, okay, I need the means. I need money, time, construction workers, I need carpenters, I need architects, what a mess. You get the idea, build a house, and then you have to figure out the means to do it. No, it's easier. This is much easier. The Holy Spirit says, here's your purpose, forgiveness, and I'm going to give you miracles and miracles and miracles to show you that you can experience this purpose fully. You can forgive the world and set your mind free. A purpose such as this, without the means, is inconceivable. To have a purpose of forgiveness without the means to accomplish it is just absolutely, positively inconceivable. This is not a worldly task. This is a holy function in the mind. He will provide the means to anyone who shares his purpose. That's us. He will provide the means to anyone who shares his purpose, who shares the Holy Spirit's purpose. Happy dreams come true, not because they are dreams, but only because they are happy. We should make a song out of that. Happy dreams come true, not because they are dreams, but only because they are happy. So we're not looking to judge some dreams as happy and some sad, some as joyful and some as dark. We're just starting to realize that the happy dreams come true, bring us toward the truth of our spiritual being, because we don't judge the dreams and they're very happy. And so they must be loving. Their message is, thy will be done, and not, I want it otherwise. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. On earth as it is in heaven. Thy will be done. Perfect happiness is everyone's right, is everyone's inheritance. Not just happy for a few people. This is everyone's inheritance. The alignment of means and purpose is an undertaking impossible for you to understand. You do not even realize you have accepted the Holy Spirit's purpose as your own, and you would merely bring unholy means to its accomplishment. The little faith it needed to change the purpose is all that is required to receive the means and use them. So when he says, and you would merely bring unholy means to its accomplishment, it means that whatever we think we are using to achieve and experience the holy instant, the present moment, if you think you're using money to experience the holy instant, no. If you think you're using the body to experience the holy instant, no. If you think you can prepare for the holy instant, no. You can't even prepare for it without placing it into the future. As soon as you talk about preparation, it's an idea of getting ready for something to come. But the holy instant isn't something to come, it's now. So all we can do is pray for it, desire it, say, I would know the light, I would know the light of truth, I would know God more than anything else. I pray, I desire to experience God's love. And God's love for me is happiness. God being love is happiness. So let's remember that. This is actually Happy Week. Now I'm adding another week in the Christian calendar. We have Christmas week, and we have Holy Week in April, and now we're adding Happy Week. This is the week that we're adding on top of. It comes after Holy Week, because basically, if you're not happy, then you haven't joined Christ in the resurrection. You're still walking along, believing in crucifixion. But if you are actually giving yourself over to happiness in Happy Week, then that's a good thing. Jesus and the angels are cheering us on, like, accept your happiness. That's all I ever wanted for you. God is telling us, all I ever willed for you was perfect happiness. So it's time to let go of anything else other than supreme happiness. So if some of you are watching this and you want to experience a very happy time too, we do have the Jesus Revolution movie. We were praying to share that with you, and we are now on Saturday at 9 a.m. Central and Mountain Standard Time. We're going to share that movie with you, and I promise you there's lots of happiness. If you're not experiencing full happiness now, then come along on that ride. Hop in your VW bus with your peace sign on the side, your 1968 VW van, Volkswagen. Okay, I wish you all happiness, remembering today that God being love is only happiness. Every hour, let our mind be washed with that beautiful thought. God bless you.